What up, fam? It's your girl Des coming to you today to go ahead and bring y'all Claws Season 3, Episode 2 review. Okay, so it starts off with the crew. They eating at the burger joint and they talking about they about to reclaim their shit, okay? So they go to the nail salon. I'm guessing with the FBI they done with their investigation or whatever. I like how they had the credits while they walking in slow-mo with their names and shit. Like, now they some bad bitches. Desna was telling them how she wouldn't be there if it wasn't for them and how she wants everybody involved with the casino. Virginia all excited like, oh yes, bitch, I'm about to be up in the blackjack table, okay? And she was like, actually, no you won't. I need you over here to hold things down. And then Des says in no time, they're gonna be running the hotel and they're gonna be running all that shit. And my thing is, Desna is greedy as fuck. Why do you need to run a hotel if you not have your whole salon? Why do you have to be there? Why get yourself into more shit? And you know they money laundering. It's like, it's just too fucking much. But anyway, Uncle Daddy and Toby come in and Uncle Daddy asks Desna for her license because, of course, he can't run the clinic without it. So Desna says, okay, well, if you give me $1,000 a month. Uncle Daddy was like, oh, okay, I see you on your high horse and shit. And she said, okay, that'll be $3,000 for talking back. $35 if you want us to go ahead and clean the money here. Which, I mean, nigga, what you want me to do is give it to you for free after y'all try to play me? What the fuck are you talking about? Uncle Daddy's always trying to get over her. And now that she's smart enough to be like, no, you gotta pay me. Toby calls himself having an attitude when they leave and how Desna doesn't respect him. Like, now Toby had like a little backbone. He used to just be quiet and keep shit to himself. Now he actually talking up like he gonna be a motherfucking problem. As they leaving, Roller is walking up and Uncle Daddy tries to engage in the conversation. He ain't with that shit. Toby then walks up to Roller talking about somehow he needs to respect Uncle Daddy or some shit and how Uncle Daddy loves him. And Roller's just like, put a muzzle on your bitch, okay? Who the fuck does Toby think he is? Like, sus, you shot the wrong motherfucker. Now you Mr. Big Billy Badass? Oh, okay. Okay. But Roller said he cool on all that until Uncle Daddy admits to what the fuck happened with his people. Period. Roller goes in there, talks to Desna. He said he really don't see why Desna's there to begin with at that dump or some shit. And Desna still has her eyes on the prize and like, what you mean? I'm about to make this a whole franchise. Which is smart. That is exactly what she should be doing. Should she be trying to be in bed with the fucking hotel? No. Why do you want to be corrupted and know everything the fuck that's going on? Because then when the FBI come down, then, like, bitch, you can't stay out of trouble, can you? Like, it's just not smart. It's just not smart. But whatever, we needed a season. So here we are. So they pull up at the casino, and Nova and Matt don't see why they're there. I mean, Nova was just like, well, I thought you was just going to do the whole silent partner thing, like your ex-hubby. And Desna's like, nope, that's not going to happen. So, old girl introduces their GM to them, and then Desna introduces Polly as their GM, and Polly comes up with this fucking story about how she used to work for Treasure Island and then incorporates Miss Congeniality 2 in that motherfucker. And the GM catches on to the bullshit that she's saying. Like, Polly's not even good with her lies. Like, she's quick, but it's unbelievable, whatever. Then Desna appoints Quiet Ann as head of security. Who is scared of Quiet Ann? The bitch is timid and the bitch is soft. Ain't nobody... Listen. Whatever. When they walk away, Matt and Nova, they basically talking. It's like, look, we just gonna keep them busy with all that type of bullshit. She'll be tired out within a week. She can bring her ass back to the salon and get the fuck out of our way. So... the clinic is booming, of course, and the news travel fast like motherfucking me Black Twitter as the nurse was telling Uncle Daddy they swam. In the back, you got Bryce and Dr. Ken. They in there talking, and Bryce is trying to give Dr. Ken some advice on how to fucking relax because he's being a goddamn bugaboo. Stop texting her all the goddamn time. Text Polly 10 messages back to back. She never responded. And he's like, oh, no, it's fine. That's my girl. It's cool. And Bryce is basically like, nah, you need to fucking relax. And poor Dr. Ken really thinks that they together. I guess sis. Uncle Daddy walks back there and wants Bryce back at the clinic again under the guise of providing therapy to the pill heads. So he wants them all to be a family again and run the business together. Back at the casino, the GM shows Desna to her office and briefly informs her about the cameras. And then he dips the fuck off. Quiet Ann calls her about some shady people on the floor, Mormons or whatever the fuck. Another worker walks in and tells Desna that they need her at the blackjack table. Then she got her phone ringing and got SOS text messages coming from Virginia. And next scene, you see Desna walking down to the blackjack table. And I'm just thinking, bitch, your priorities are all the fucked up, okay? Your salon is your number one motherfucking priority. Your goals surround that goddamn salon. If a bitch calls you about your salon, you need to call their asses back and not ignore them like you some fucking boss and you gotta go to the casino. Bitch, you don't even know what the fuck you doing. Okay? I'm waiting on somebody to go off on that bitch. I really am. Like, bitch, you sorry. You suck. It don't take nothing but 10 seconds to call a motherfucker and tell them the goddamn code. But we'll get to fucking that. So while she down there, a fight breaks out between two bitches because one of them called the other a bitch. Okay, now she on the phone with Virginia or whatever. She finally answered, but she frustrated with her because she's calling her about the alarm that's been going the fuck off. She's trying to tell her it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's not working. In the background, Virginia got Dean freaking the fuck out. Got his little headphones in, trying to take away from the loud ass noise. While Desna's trying to talk to Virginia about the damn code, she has to yell for Quiet Ann to break up the two fucking fights from the bitches. Like, I thought this bitch was your head of security, sis. Why do you need to tell her? Like, it was just a fucking mess. Desna gets down there and turns it off. And Virginia's like, what the hell did you do different? I pressed 1, 2, 3 off. But you didn't tell me to press off. I didn't know I have to tell you to press off, short bus. You left me in fucking charge. So you thought it was wise to come all the way down to the goddamn salon and do exactly what the fuck I could have did over the phone when you could have just told me to say off? Like, Virginia, let me write the script. Because somebody needs to be in that motherfucking going back and forth at Desna, dumbass. And it don't need to be motherfucking Dean. Because Dean be getting her ass right too. But I need somebody to go off on motherfucking Desna. Because, bitch, if she would have told me you gonna sock me in my other good eye, bitch, we would have been in that bitch brawling, okay? She has some fucking nerve, bitch. But Dean did tell her, that's insensitive. Don't call my girl no short bus. Maybe when you leave somebody in charge, you write down the shit that they need to know. That's some information you need to write down. Here goes Jen. She pulling up to the salon and her black baby daddy's out of jail. And he wants to see his daughter. She brushes past him, tells him she call him later and whatever. So they in there. Toby comes in and Toby in there acting all helpful and complimenting Virginia's eye and shit like that. Feeling guilty. And Dean saying, well, look, if you really want to help out around this motherfucker, you should help me find out the man that shot Virginia. His little eye movements, he's feeling uncomfortable with what he did. But Desna tells Dean right then and there, look, chill out on your revenge fantasy, all right? Do you need me to get Dr. Ken? And Dean's just like, Dr. Ken's not even certified to talk to me, bitch. Flashes back over to casino. Polly is looking in the other GM's office or whatever, or putting her stuff down. He gives her some busy work to do, basically looking over the work schedules to make sure that nobody's over 20 hours because they're not paying for insurance, okay? And Polly was like, oh, wow, there's some cheapskates. But the GM was saying, yeah, I'm not really going to talk about them. I owe them my life. They took me in after my petty charges. And she asked him, well, what charges? And this nigga starts listing on fucking arson and all this other type of shit. Like, I mean, felonies, bitch. And she gets intrigued. Y'all know motherfucking Polly. Then it flashes back over to the salon area. And Virginia, Uncle Daddy, they're over there by a little burger joint or whatever the fuck. Virginia can see something is wrong with Daddy with her third eye. She obviously got that motherfucking eye because she's very intuitive. But basically, she tells him, Look, wherever it is, you need to let it go. And he cries in her arms, but he says he knows he got to tell his baby boy. Oh, girl, that's the accountant, the black lady that had told Desna about everything. What? Her name is Yolanda. Yolanda meets Desna at the salon. After they little talk, now Desna knows that they're giving them busy work, and how they have another account on the side that even Yolanda doesn't have access to, so it gotta have a lot of motherfucking money. So she's telling this to her crew, and basically her greedy ass saying she wants in on that too. Why? Who are you? Who are you? Like, why? She's just so entitled to shit that does not belong to her. She asked Jen what she thinks she can do, or what she think about the whole situation. And Jen just has an emotional vomit and tells them that her black baby daddy's not out of jail. And then she selfishly explains herself that she feels like she's not showing her daughter her black side. Once her daughter does experience her black side, she ain't gonna want to be around her white ass no more. I just got my marriage in order. My life is finally on track. I can't do that. Bitch. So you're contemplating on your daughter having her real daddy, because she been asking Bryce for her black daddy for the longest motherfucking time. You are contemplating on keeping her away from her fucking daddy because it might inconvenience you and your shit ass life. Bitch, I cannot stand the selfish bitch. She's always so fucking flip-floppy. Let me just say this. Even in season 1 and motherfucking 2, how she was doing Desna, the bitch is fucking selfish. And I cannot stand Jen sometimes. I really cannot. Anyway, Uncle Daddy talks to Bryce and Roller, right? He finally sits down and tells them that he basically didn't want them to have a bad taste in their mouth about their daddy. But their daddy used to beat the dog shit out of their motherfucking mama. Sometimes used to hit on them. The mama had cried to Uncle Daddy about being beat. But he said those days back then, what a man does in the privacy of his own home is between that man and his family. And so when she drove to him for refuge, for help, he drove her bitch ass right on back with the kids. And then later on that night, the dad, their real dad, beat the dog shit out of their mama to the point where she actually died. So when Uncle Daddy finds this out, he then goes back to the house and shoots his brother. And he said how it was one of the hardest things he ever had to do. A part of me doesn't really believe this story because it's Uncle Daddy and he is really good with covering his tracks. But then again, a part of me really believes this story because Bryce even co-signed with Uncle Daddy and was like, yeah, I remember Daddy used to have me holding some type of shit while he beat their mom with a fucking VCR. Bitch, a VCR? Shit. But Roller's still in his feelings and says Uncle Daddy is dead to him, which really doesn't make any fucking sense to me. He's like, why didn't you tell me this before? And Uncle Daddy does explain, well, I didn't want y'all to have that bad image of your father. And I'm like, that makes sense. I get that. So for Roller to still be a little baby and be mad, like, grow the fuck up. So flash over to the hotel. Desna and Polly talking about all the shit that she deserves and how they not telling her shit and blah, 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 blah. Roller comes in. He's feeling some type of way, of course. Like I just said, he just got done talking to Uncle Daddy and tells Desna that he needs her. He needs the puss. So Polly, of course, is gone by now, but they, of course, start fucking. Flash downstairs by the front desk where Jen works. This is black bodybuilder chick comes up there demanding for a suite that she was supposed to have. Nova right there says they don't have any suite available. And old girl says, oh, well, why don't you go ahead and get Trip on the phone real quick? And then Nova miraculously finds a room for her ass, right? So Jen calls Desna to let her know what just happened while her and Roller are fucking. And everybody was on social media was like, oh, they're some real friends. Girl, whatever. Because she told her to get it, girl, while they were fucking. Anyway, they walk up behind the black bodybuilder chick, and her name is Penelope. And she going off on somebody on the phone and hangs up. They ask her if everything is okay and introduce themselves and who they are in relation to the hotel. And she tells them all of her fucking business. Now, at this point, I was kind of side-eyeing, like, this was kind of lazy. This was kind of Tyler Perry-ish. Just gives us all the background that we needed without really being prompted for much of anything. Basically, she's going off that was like, does he think he can get rid of me that easy? What, I'm just supposed to go away because he has kids and a wife and I'm pregnant? I'm just supposed to go away? Just a lot. And tells them to tell Nova and Matt that they gonna have to now give her $500,000 if they want her to be quiet, because winning the contest isn't good enough. So while she walking away, they asking her for more information, and then they actually run into Nova and Matt. She says she wants to be involved in all aspects of the business, including the bodybuilder contest. So they like, fine, you'll host it. Like, girl, you are aggravating as the fuck. And honestly, you're not smooth nor smart with your fucking antics. Anyway, Dr. Ken and Polly, they at a diner, and Polly has let him know that she has different personalities because she can't really cope with what's going on with her life. So that's her fucking way of coping, pretending to be everybody the fuck else, okay? She doesn't want to be involved with him anymore. She doesn't want to be involved with anybody, okay? Since Dr. Ken got fucking abandonment issues, which we fucking saw this since the very fucking beginning, it's gonna be hard for him to go the fuck away, but he needs to. Because I'm over their relationship, to be honest, and I'm just waiting on Polly to start fucking the GM, because they're both weird, creepy, and lie about shit. Like, I'm really over Dr. Ken, and he's a snitch, so then it shows Jen and Brienne, they at the store. Brienne can't find a black doll. So Jen goes and asks the cashier, hey, do y'all have any black dolls for my daughter? And she's like, no, we don't have black dolls. But we do have black socks, black lipstick. Like, bitch, ain't nobody ask you for all that. So she turns around and she has this like fast forward dream, and she's looking at Brienne or Brielle, whatever the fuck her little girl name is. She's looking at her and she's now a teenager, and high key going the fuck off on her about how she's tired of always being the only black motherfucker in the room. She, like, y'all hoes don't even know the goddamn me Stevie Wonder happy birthday version. Like, I'm just sick of this. You won't let me meet my daddy, just over it. Jen blinks or whatever, looks down. Her daughter's just like, it's okay, Mom, I'll just get the white doll. She's like, no, babe, we're gonna find you a black doll. So that was kind of a way where she was like, okay, she sees how it's important for Brienne to know her roots, but also it shows that the only reason why that she's even doing this is because she doesn't want Brienne to hate her. It's still selfish to me. Desna goes up to Penelope at the bar and is questioning her about being pregnant, and she wants to know who Trip is. And Penelope is like, well, bitch, don't you know? Don't you work here? How you don't know who the fuck Trip is? Because it ain't none of her goddamn business. And barely know, the bitch don't work there. Let me just say that. So while she's talking to her, Virginia calls Desna, telling her that the inspection came sooner and they need a ventilator. And then somebody from the casino comes up talking to her about somebody hitting the jackpot for the third time. And she tells both of them at the same time, look, y'all need to handle some shit on your own. And hangs up. But I'm like, bitch, I just don't like the way she be talking to Virginia. She talked to her like she motherfucking crazy and like a motherfucking child. And let me tell you this, it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. She turns away after showing them off to go back to talk to Penelope at the bar, and Penelope is gone. And while she's looking around, she then makes eye contact with Matt, Nova, and some Mormons or whatever. They was strangely looking at Desna too. So there's a lot of weird shit going on. So Desna goes back to her office. Remember, she has cameras and shit. She brings this regular, smegular ass motherfucking employee up there with her to read their lips, and the employee sees that they are plotting on basically killing Penelope and how she won't even have time to cash the motherfucking $500,000 check. And then the employee's like, wait, are they really gonna kill her? And Desna's like, don't worry, I'll handle it. Bitch, who are you? Who the fuck you think you are? You ain't hard. So Jen and her black baby daddy, they sit down. What's his name? He the black baby daddy for now. But he's talking to Jen and telling her that he wants to be in his baby girl's life. And Jen talking about something they gonna have to ease into it every other month. How selfish are you? But he said by law, he has rights to his child no matter what the fuck happened in his criminal past, none of that shit. He was like, look, I'm back and there's nothing you can do about it. And Jen talking about something, is that a threat? Threatening whom, bitch? With what? You know how they do. Don't do that. Next scene, Polly gets caught snooping around in Nova and Matt's office by the other GM. And they have this weird line-ass exchange about their families and the pre-Columbian fucking strap on. A whole fucking mess, y'all. I'm not even about to go into what the fuck that was. But anywho, while they hugging, Polly looks over and then she sees a picture with Nova, Matt, and the governor signed by Tripp. Hence, the governor is actually Tripp. Next scene, Jen and Bryce go over to the black baby daddy house. She asks Bryce, look, we just talking, right? That's all we need to do. He says, okay. So the black baby daddy gets underneath Bryce's skin. Like, nigga, the only difference between you and my motherfucking family is that I got caught. Y'all ain't getting caught. So how you gonna judge me for being in prison and my nigga, you a crackhead? He allows Bryce to whoop his ass because his homeboy recording the whole damn thing anyway. So now he got evidence on him. But then he was like, I'm gonna try to get sole custody. And I'm like, okay, well, slow down there, partner. Let's slow it down. I don't know about sole custody, but you definitely do have rights to spend time with your child. They flash over back to the hotel. Time for the bodybuilding contest. Desna meets up with the crew to tell them how Matt, Nova, and them planning on killing Penelope. Then Polly comes in and tells them that Tripp is actually the governor. Quiet Ann's like, shit, my brother's running against the governor. It's just a lie. Everybody's fucking connected some fucking how. Then Nova pops up on their asses and tells Desna to break both legs. And Polly's like, I don't think that's how that saying goes. And Nova just with her damn. And I wonder what the fuck is wrong with her, or what kind of condition she has, because she carries around this fucking breathing mask or whatever, but she doesn't need it all the time. I don't know, it's weird. So then they go, and the GM goes to tell Nova and Matt while Desna's on stage that he caught Polly snooping around. And Nova's like, see, that's why I ain't want their asses around. It sounded like she said something like they don't need to find out that the tribe is fake. Then the GM was like, yeah, if they find that out, then we all going down. Meanwhile, Desna trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho, okay, and tells Penelope how Matt and Nova and them, they plan on killing her ass. So when Desna announces that Penelope won the contest, of course she didn't come up to claim her prize because she got Quiet Ann bringing her to her auntie house like don't nobody fucking know who her family is. Like she was fucking around with Tripp. You don't think he knows shit like this? But it's obviously weird that she didn't come to claim her prize. So Nova, Matt, and them, they looking at the GM like, what the fuck is going on? Next scene, Uncle Daddy's meeting with the clinic crew and letting them know that they're trying to heal and help folks now. And here goes Virginia walking him through it. Okay, she right there for him. But he wants a rehab now, an actual rehab center, to only give pills to those people who are actually in pain. They're going to rehabilitate Florida one pill hit at a motherfucking time. So Desna pulls up to the salon and Roller starts talking to her like he's really feeling her, and he's really in his feelings, especially after all what's going on. But he tells Desna, yeah, you know, you try to kill me, I try to kill you, blah, 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 but we still in this thing together. So let's just make it do what it do. Desna not trying to hear all that. She talking about some every time she opens herself up, she gets let down or disappointed or some shit, or she gets hurt, you know, cliche shit. She gotta protect her crew. And I'm like, really, bitch? That's what you gotta do? Because I believe you the same bitch who be putting them in harm's way all the fucking time. Like, she always puts them into some shit. The crew, they sit down and talk about their day. Desna promotes Virginia to being the salon manager. And I'm like, can we get a scene with you showing her how the fuck to run a salon? Because you kind of just throw people into motherfucking situations and get mad when they ask you questions. Virginia better than me. So Desna tells them that Penelope told her Tripp is actually paying off the casino on some bribe shit. And so they acting like they really did something special. Meanwhile, Penelope over there getting got and chopped, okay? This motherfucker, she comes out of the damn room, all right, while Desna walking around putting her feet up on fucking desks and shit, smoking a cigar like she really a boss bitch. You got Penelope over here, you leaving the bathroom trying to talk to her auntie. Ain't he already gone? And here comes, I think it was the GM with a big ass fucking knife. Might as well call that bitch a sword. And of course, now she dead. I can't wait to see where the fuck this goes, because she really thinks she be doing some shit. She does nothing but cause some shit. Huh. What y'all think about it? Who's your favorite character right now? Are you fucking with the way Virginia is very intuitive? And even then, if she's very intuitive, how come she hasn't really been able to peep Toby's weird-ass behavior? You know? Like, how y'all feel? Let me know. I definitely appreciate y'all for watching. If you made it thus far, thank you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you fucks with me. And then I'll fuck with y'all in the next video. Bye.